Okay, hey everybody. I wanted to show you quickly how I make videos, specifically the LTD vision video. So I use a software called Flixier, and it's a subscription software. And so I have the video uploaded right here. And so when you look at this timeline in the bottom, this is where I will find some photos or some stock video. And I have another software that I subscribe to, Envato, where you can get some stock footage. They have not only do they have stock video, but they also have music and that sort of thing that I could use the license for. So basically, you kind of look through here and try to find the video you're looking for, or if you want the music you can uh, you can go to the music side of it, and you can kind of just find let's see, fun. Let's see what we can look in here. I mean, you just kind of click through these things and just try to find things that match up to what you're looking for. So there's a lot of different types you can find, and epic powerful, that's one that I like to go to, that you can just find different things. So depending on what you're looking for, it definitely sets the mood. So then I'll download that with the and then I will upload it in here. So if you look in this particular one, I'm going to get this started. You can see that I added an overlay so it would go from dark and then lighten up. And then I basically upload the video to these files and I drag it to the timeline here. And then as I go along, I always start with the music first because that kind of gives me the music really helps put the visuals in my head of what I'm looking for. And even actually before all of this, I should say I start off with a script. And so for the LTD vision, as Trish mentioned, we really didn't get um, much direction, so we had to come up with a script. So that was the hardest part. That probably took me the most time and effort to really figure out what is it that I exactly want to say, what are the exact words, what are the impactful words, and that sort of thing. So as I got the script, I go to Resemble AI, and I will look for you can listen to the different people to see what they
In
sound
my
like,
day, we'd spend entire afternoons.
and you can find out like a name that you like, or a voice that you like.
Think of me as like the friend who's standing in the kitchen with you, go
So there's like different voices, and so basically, you type in what you're looking for, and then if you like what it says, you download that. And so for me, what I did is I downloaded it right here. You could see in this section. And when you click on this, there's also ways to make, if you go over here, you could change the volume and that sort of thing. But, sometimes I want to change the playback speed. Maybe it was a little bit too fast or whatever. And I needed to cut it up in pieces because I wanted him to say something here and then something there. So I cut it all up. And then there's overlays when you kind of go along here. Like in here, I added the bird chirping in here,
Majestic redwood trees towering over 200 feet and
so you
enjoy
can hear the bird chirping in there. So I added that. And then another thing, as we're talking about the storms, how we weathered the storms. One of the things I did with that was I overlaid some lightning and clouds over another, um, you know,
and
over this
raging
plain
fires.
thing. So basically, I had this, the pictures of the trees, and then I overlaid the clouds, and then I added in the blowing, the thunderstorm, and that sort of thing. And then as you go on down here, you'll see where I started adding in the words.
Their strength rooted not just
And all of this is basically, I upload everything to my library. Of course, you can see other projects that I've been working on. But I thought I had, no, I think I deleted everything because I wasn't going to be working on this again. I do a lot of aviation things for my husband's business, but yeah, I think I deleted all of that. But there are some stock photos and or stock footage that, if you're looking for something in particular, you could use the stock photos that they offer, and they do have some audio. But basically, if you want to add some text, you just kind of figure out if you want it to headline regular, and you can click and drag that, and then you need to edit it. I'm not going to edit anything or show you anything in here because I don't want to edit this particular video. I'm just going to keep it as is. Um, and so the other thing is you see like these little blue boxes all over here. Those are all transitions that could be found in here. So you just kind of figure out like what kind of transition are you looking for? There's all sorts of fun stuff. I tend to just use the black one. So I'm just going to type in black, and then it just kind of dips to black. I think that's the most dramatic one. It's like my favorite one. And there's some IA tools in here. I don't even know how to use that. But if you kind of look in here, you see where I cut up the audio, add some, bird chirping over here. Let's see what else. Yeah, and then throughout this whole thing, you could just see how I transition um, one video over to another. So when you go from one
to
to the
share
next,
nutrients,
you could see how that how it just goes, it transitions from one to the next, and that's just basically sliding it over. You can move it over. And again, I don't want to show you how to do this because I don't want to mess anything up, because this actually turned out pretty good. So you can just kind of see all the overlay in here. And again, just chopping up the voices and figuring it out and just kind of sliding things. You can see I changed, he was talking too fast here, so I slowed it down a little bit here and a little bit there. Just needed that tempo that I was looking for. Um, let's see, what else can I show you? And then in the end, there's that there's a little, automated
together
transition. That's the shine that's over here. And then
we shine.
pop right there with the drum at the end, just to make it a little bit more dramatic. And then, it just fades to black. So, this was a 2-minute video, and I wish I could say it only took me um 10 hours, but I'm sure it took me longer than that, because it definitely takes a lot of time. If I had the script all the way already written out, and if I had, visuals, and somebody just said, "Hey, put this all together," of course, I could make it a lot faster. But, when you're coming up with everything from scratch, it's just a lot of work. So anyway, that is how I do that. And if you have any questions, just let me know.